Once upon a time, in a secluded village of Lamba, there lived an evil woman known as Malvina. She was infamous for her dark magic and evil ways. She was rumored to have a heart as cold as ice. One day, a beautiful, vibrant young woman named Lara moved to Lamba with her husband Adrian. They were the picture-perfect couple, deeply in love and adored by all who knew them. Little did they know, Malvina had her sights set on Adrian from the moment he arrived in the village. Malvina concocted a devious plan to steal Lara'S husband away from her. She spent her days hidden, brewing her dark potion and casting wicked spells, and one fateful night, she put her plan into action. Malvina invited Lara and Adrian to a lavish feast at her house, promising them a meal fit for royalty. Little did they know the food was tainted with Malvina's own blood, the blood she had shed during her monthly cycle. The evil woman believed that the power of her blood would bind Adrian to her forever. As Lara and Adrian sat down to eat, a strange sensation washed over them. Adrian's eyes glazed over and he turned to Malvina with adoration in his eyes. Lara felt a chill run down her spine, knowing that something was terribly wrong. She excused herself to go back to her house, but her husband was acting so weird. He refused to follow his wife, insisting he would spend the night at Malvina's place. Lara went to her house with so much pain in her heart. She couldn't point out what had happened. She couldn't understand her husband's new attitude. The following morning, she woke up to make breakfast and she laid the table, hoping that her husband will join her for breakfast. But Adrian didn't show up. She decided to go to the river to fetch water, only to meet her husband and Malvina playing in the water. Lara tried calling out her husband's name, but Adrian ignored her. Instead, they laughed out loudly with Malvina. Lara walked back home with tears on her face, praying in her heart and asking God to bring back her husband. Malvina and Adrian became the new talk in the village. Rumors went around as to how they were a perfect match. These rumors broke down Lara and she decided to fight for her marriage. She dedicated her life serving God, and one day, as she was attending one of the deliverance services, her husband walked in the church in tears, confessing that he came to his senses and realized that Malvina was a witch. He confessed that he vomited blood and his eyes opened up, only for Malvina to start screaming out what she had done. He went on to say that Malvina ran out of the house into the bushes, removing her clothes as if she had turned mad. The pastor thanked God and then prayed with them and cautioned them against eating at people's places. Lara and Adrian then hugged and walked home so happily, their bond stronger than before, and the woman who had tried to steal her husband was never seen or heard again. The end. If you've enjoyed this story this far, please do not leave without giving it a like, subscribe and share. And please consider leaving a comment on the comment section telling me whether you enjoyed the story and telling me whatever city or country you're watching me from for me to give you a shout out on the next episode of Wonder Tales by Julian.